There is no way. It shows, for one, that the government can't sell it.
Today, Julia Gillard gives Malaysia a great deal. We'll give you 800 of our boat people and you give us 4,000 of yours. Opposition leader Tony Abbott can't believe it and he joins us. Is Labor finished? Our panellists Mark Latham and Michael Kroger debate. And White House spin on the assassination of Osama bin Laden comes badly unspun.
Hello, I'm Andrew Bolt and this is the Bolt Report. Thank you for joining me on my first show on this Mother's Day. First, has the Gillard government bungled anything worse than its boat people policy? You'd laugh if it hadn't cost so many lives. Yesterday, just hours after the Navy intercepted its second big boat in 2 days, Prime Minister Gillard rushed out to announce she'd just given Malaysia a deal it couldn't refuse. Malaysia will take 800 of our boat people and in exchange we'll take 4,000 of their refugees. Or put it this way, for every one of ours, they'll give us 5 of theirs.
If you spend your money, you get on a boat, you risk your life, you don't get to stay. You go to Malaysia and you go to the back of the queue.
Will it work? All we can be sure of is that Australia will now take in 4,000 extra refugees on top of the nearly 14,000 a year we take already. Now, Gillard is also offering Papua New Guinea money to reopen a detention centre on Manus Island so that we can send boat people there as well. What a backflip. Manus Island with Nauru was John Howard's Pacific solution, the places we sent all boat people. Labor called that cruel and useless and scrapped them.
We have committed to ending the so-called Pacific solution. We would not have offshore processing in Manus Island and Nauru.
But now the Prime Minister is desperate to ship boat people overseas again because she realises at last Labor has made a terrible, deadly mistake. You see, the Howard government brought in the Pacific solution and other tough laws in 2001 to stop a sudden flood of boats, and it worked. Almost instantly, the boats stopped coming and the number of people in our detention centres fell. But in 2008, the new Rudd government scrapped the Pacific solution and then softened the laws. Again, almost instantly, the boats came again and detention centres filled. Let's now count the cost of that disastrous mistake. First, there's the riots and arson. Then there's the huge cost of building or expanding all the new detention centres we now need in Queensland, Tasmania, South Australia and Western Australia. Third, there's the long-term cost of bringing in boat people from poor countries who struggle to fit in. Now, take Afghan refugees. A new Immigration Department survey shows more than 90% are on Centrelink benefits in their first 5 years here. Only 9% work. And then there's the dying. Up to 200 people have been lured to their deaths at sea since Labor eased its laws, including some 50 who drowned off Christmas Island in December. I'm glad the government is finally trying to fix its terrible mistake. I'm glad it's going back to some of the Howard policies it condemned. But much more still needs doing to stop the boats. Bring back temporary protection visas as well, so we can send boat people back when it's safe. And let's stop presuming boat people are just fleeing for their lives and not for the lifestyle. Too tough? Then ask, what's so compassionate about policies which have come at such a terrible cost?